Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's your boy RM, and today I've watched episode 10 of Velma just after watching episode 9. So remember when I told you episode 9 was pointless? Like you could watch episode 8 and then go to episode 10 and you would miss nothing. So basically, from that pointless episode to now, Velma's mom thinks the killer is herself. You heard me right. She thinks it's her. However, they realize that she was hypnotized to say that. So, blah blah blah. It's a killer. It's like you would think. It's like wow, Sherlock. You would everything you do literally you can come up with that. It's not hard. It's like yeah, obviously she was with the. It's like obviously she had brains. You go brain and then like. She had that brain and everything and go like, woo! It's obviously her. And it's like, no, it's not her. Because why? Because the show has to be unique and quirky. So instead of actually giving us evidence and actually making it a killer that you could predict, like the only one like I ever saw, I think it was Eddie Grimm Sky Reacts, I think it was. He basically had a video where he talked about it was Fred's father, and I mentioned this video back in the my episode 9. And basically, that seemed like the only character he proved to me, at least, that might have been the only character with an actual motive and like an actual reason to kill. He fit the description clearly. He was related to the army men or whatever who did the brainwashing and stuff like that. However, it wasn't actually that. In reality, they figured out that the killer was actually Fred's mother. Out of left field, Fred's mother comes in and says, everything you know here is wrong. I'm going to erase it. Yeah, you heard me right. It's literally left field, out of nowhere. There's no evidence. So instead of saying, that's it, it's like, of course! I know who it was! You know, like, it should have been. I should have known, that kind of thing, right? Like, that's a good mystery show, and you say that. However, with this show, it's literally... What? What the hell? Like, if you say that, that's not a good mystery show. And that proves me Velma was never a good mystery show. And it just proves on how bad it was set up. Of course, I shouldn't have been surprised. I should have been surprised for the worst ending ever. And I was even more disappointed. I honestly expected slightly more from it somehow. But it was just horrible. It literally just kept saying, we'll just make meta humor and jokes like that. And so, let me continue with the plot. And it's just, yeah, they literally keep making meta jokes and humor, and it's so stupid. And then, literally, they go along the way, and... they literally figure out it's Fred's mom, and basically she's like, well, if I kill Velma, I'll put her brain in Fred and make him smart to take over the business. And I'm like, why are you using Velma's brain? That's a contradiction. She's dumb. She's so stupid. She's vile. She's she's just the worst. Why would you want that in your son? Take someone else's brain. Dude, why? Also, why was she doing that to the popular kids? Why wasn't she doing it to the ugly kids? Because if she did with the ugly kids, wouldn't no one care, according to Mindy Kaling's story? Because Velma says, oh, people don't care about me because I'm ugly, Velma says. It's like, yeah, it's so. Why wouldn't they go after Velma first and not the popular girls? And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. The logic here doesn't work. It don't work. It don't work. And so that's a contradiction. And on top of that, why are you trying to put Velma's brain in Fred? And it's like, it just doesn't make any sense. Not to mention, they keep trying to allude to a lesbian kiss between Velma and Daphne. Eventually, at the end, they do get one. And it's just so confusing. And then along the way, Fred's mom dies. And I'm like, oh, God. Gosh dang. And then literally the whole show ends like it's happy. It's like Fred's father... Ah, man, dude, I hate this show so much. There's like nothing to talk about. Literally, the show is literally, we find the killer because Velma is basically like, hey, basically she berates everyone to the point where they all leave her, and she's like, where the hell's everyone? I need to help them solve the mystery. And so she listens to voicemails by Norville, and she falls in love with them. And then she's like, oh, well, oh, I love Norville so much. And it's like, yeah, you had your chance, and you left it, because you berate him so much. He left you. You're insufferable. He left you like your mother did 2 years ago. There's a reason for it. The facts, there might not be many facts in the show, but it shows on the board, at least, of what's supposed to happen. But in reality, it's supposed to work. It doesn't work like that, sir. So basically, then she realizes on her glasses it has the Fred Jones, whatever the Jones is Fred's family's design on it, whatever you wear. And then she literally figures out, oh, the pocket watch I have, because apparently, I should mention before, the pocket watch was actually in a geode that was in Daphne's locker because her mom wasn't caught by the lesbian cops, but actually saw who the killer was, or not exactly saw it, but like saw them drop a pocket watch, so that she gave it in a geode to Daphne, which Daphne gave it to Velma to go find the mystery. And then basically, she realized that it's the same one that Fred's dad has, so she's like, oh, it must be Fred's dad. And we're like, yes, they're doing something for once. And it's like, hell yeah. And it's like, but of course it goes all the way, because then she's like, okay, I'm going to go down the well, to the cave, we'll find out. So she sends a voicemail to Norville, hopefully he'll come back. That's foreshadowing. And basically she goes down, she falls, loses her glasses, and typical, whatever, it's supposed to be Mystery Incorporated, like Velma. It's like, it's just such a stupid callback. Basically, the killer captures her, he's about to cut her off, whatever. And basically, yeah, it's like, and then there's like a whole squabble that happens too, because at one point, she has Velma tied down, she has Fred tied down, Daphne's there too, because they eventually come along. And basically, that's when they learn it's Fred's mother, because they end up getting out. Because they're able to break the shackles, because it's for the stupidest reasons too, because it's literally, they get Fred pissed off because they basically try to call him like misogynist and berate him for how stupid he is. He gets upset, he literally breaks the shackles somehow that keeps him to a table, and then tries to tackle the killer, but then attacks, it's just, I'm just gonna skip that part. That part is just a cluster. It's just so confusing. And so literally, all you need to know is Fred's mom, killer, hypnotized her dad to do the dirty work, like henchmen. And so technically, Fred's dad is actually okay because he's actually just hypnotized, which in this realm means he's innocent because Velma's mom's innocent because she was hypnotized too. It did the same thing for her. So, yeah, squabble ensues. Somehow Norville deflects a bullet with his sword, Jedi lightsaber style, and kills it. And basically, they end up killing Fred's mother. And then basically, near the end, they're like, hooray, happy he's Norville's dad recommends him marijuana for some stupid reason. Like, you're 15, why are you going to get hold of this type of substance? Something along the lines, Velma and Daphne hook up, and Fred sees his mother's grave, and all should be well. And I'm like, goodbye and good riddance, show. I do not want to see you again until Season 2. I honestly don't want to see Season 2, but you know what? We're probably going to have to see one, because who the hell ever greenlit this? I'm probably going to have to watch it anyway and let you guys know. But like I said, guys, there's not too much to say on it, because it's literally just a cluster that just blows your brain up. And it's like, all you need to know is, killer is out of left field. Killer's out of left field. They murder the killer, and basically they have no consequences for killing someone. And, like, they get away scot-free, even though they murdered someone in cold blood. And then, yeah, everything's all fine and dandy, guys. It's good. Woo! Party, champagne, let's go. Yeah, this poorly put together mystery we get should have all the payoff, and you're like, no you don't. There's no payoff. There's nothing you should get, show. There's a reason why people don't enjoy you. It's because there's no payoff in your show. And that's literally Velma. It's just a cobbled together mystery that's literally just a fantasy of Mindy Kaling. And that's it. And you know what? I want to pass out. I want to go die. Gosh dang. I literally want to go die now. So I will see you all later.
Put on a pop